Hello guys, welcome to Sleepy channel. This is my first English YouTube video because I have a lot of friends they don't understand Arabic, so I have made this video for you guys. I was talking in my previous video which was in Arabic about a technique that I'm using in eFootball game. This technique called is the manual cursor switching. This technique is very effective, it's very strong, and it is a nightmare to any opponent I'm facing. Many pros players are doing this technique. If you master this technique, okay, you will be a strong opponent to any opponent you are facing. It will be a nightmare because this technique can give you a high pressure and you can anticipate how to intercept the ball very quick and in a very different way. But let me warn you about something. If you are a guy that used to do uh, cursor switching by pressing the L1 button in your PS5 controller or by pressing LB button on Xbox controller. At the beginning or at first, this technique might be very difficult to you or because it's something new. It's completely fine. But once you master it, trust me, because I have been in that place. At the beginning, I was conceding many goals. I was having open spaces because I do it wrong. But once I get used to it and master it, I mean, or maybe I become very good at it, I become a nightmare to many opponents I'm facing. So let's dive in very quick in game and to make sure we have this kind of settings. And then I will show you by videos in my live streams how I'm using this technique and how it is very effective. So let's dive in, guys, and I will show you how to do it. So, guys, now we are going to make some changes in our setting. Make sure to do it the same as I do. Go to controller here and then click down on detailed setting. All right, and then go to cursor change and choose semi assist. Okay, why I want to change to semi assist? Because I want less interference by the AI of the game, because I'm going to use the right joystick to change the cursor between the players. Okay, and secondly, we go to manual course change type and we choose player oriented. Player oriented will give us the ability to manually change the cursor to any player in the pitch. Okay, so make sure you choose player oriented. This is the best way to perform manual switching for the cursor by using the right joystick of your controller. Now, the other setting, it's just a preference to you. Leave it as it is. Okay. So, guys, in this situation, I have lost the ball and I am getting countered. So what I have done is just looked at the minimap and I know he only got one player. So I manually switched the cursor to DCE and intercept the ball very quick. I just pushed DCE there to intercept the ball, as you can see. Here is another example, guys, where I have done a manual cursor switching. I switched it to Maldini and I went directly to the target area so I can intercept the ball, and I succeeded in that. Okay guys, here is another example. I get countered and immediately I switch the cursor by manually to DCE to intercept the ball from the target area, and I was succeeding in that. That's the benefit of manual cursor changing, guys. Here is another example, guys. If you look at the mini map, DCE was the last player to manual switch to him. So I did call for pressure on Vieira, and then I manually switched the cursor to DCE to reposition DCE in a perfect spot so he can intercept the ball. So this is another scenario that I want to share it with you guys. Here is another perfect example, guys, where manual cursor switching is perfect for this kind of scenarios. If you watch closely now, Turam was dashing forward and trying to make pressure on the ball carrier. So what I have done, I have switched the cursor to Van Dijk so he can immediately go and intercept the ball by sliding. So, but if I keep running with Turam, so it's easy for my opponent to make a 1-2, and then he can attack me from the Turam side. Here is another perfect example for manual cursor switching. It will help you a lot even when you do pressure, not using matchup, I mean pressure. Here, in this situation, I have manually changed the cursor to Van Dijk so I can do a huge pressure on the player to get the ball, and I succeeded in that. Watch it, my friends. Here is the last example, guys, for manual switching. Uh, in this scenario here, you can see my opponent has two options. Van Dijk, there is a huge gap to perform it correctly and intercept it. So I manually switch it twice. So I switched it first on Van Dijk and did not succeed it. Then I switch it quickly to Ram to intercept it in front of the player of my opponent's player, and then I got the ball. And this is how it's done by manual cursor switching, guys. It's very effective. I encourage you to do so and learn this skill. Time by time, you will master it and you will be amazing against any opponents you are playing. So guys, this is all from my video. If you like this type of content and for eFootball game, just drop a like or subscribe, share the video if you like. You can use even my video for your content if you are a content creator. It's completely fine. So let's just hopefully see you soon with more videos, guys. Thank you. Sleepy out.